Hey there, sunshine. My name is Elizabeth. If you are new to my channel, and if you are not new, welcome back to the party. This is our end of 2017 party. Can you hear the background music? Because there is none. That was so lame. But hey, okay, so today we are going to be doing the makeup favorites and hates. Is that what it's called for 2017? I don't know. I promise I'll have it right in the title. I'll have it correct in the title. But I had one of my lovely subscribers ask me to do a end of the year favorites and hates makeup video, and I honestly love taking suggestions from you all. I love having that interaction between us both, so I think that's really exciting. So here I am filming this. So I have to admit, I hate throwing shade on companies. I hate throwing shade on certain products, but I do want to be honest with you all. So I do have a lot more favorites than I do hates, because I feel like this year there were a lot more products that I messed around with, a lot more products that I got in subscription boxes that I actually thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, but there's a decent amount of hates in it. Yeah, but I am a cosmetic owner of a vegan and cruelty-free cosmetic line, cosmetic company, whatever you want to call it. It's called Little Pro Cosmetics, and I have to admit that, like, me saying I hate a product, it makes me feel bad and like sad on the inside, because I feel like I'm telling like somebody like, you did a bad job or you're a bad person, even though I'm not. I just know there's like a lot of hype that goes behind creating a new product. Like, it's so exciting to come up with a new idea and then executing that idea, and it's so exciting to hear other people's feedback on the product. So it sucks when you hear somebody say that they don't like the product, but yeah. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to have to say, I'm going to be definitely starting with favorites, is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. I love this palette so much, and I have to say that this is the only non-affordable like luxury item in my favorites pile. I love this palette for many reasons. One of the main reasons is I did get this for my 18th birthday. My parents took me to Ulta and I went shopping, and that's not something that ever, like, never happened. Like, my parents never took me to the mall and shopped for me. So it was really fun to like go around with my mom and be like swatching all the things with her. It was really like a magical experience for me, and so there are good memories behind this palette. But I opened it up and oh my god, it smells so good. If you have never smelled this palette, please go to Ulta or Sephora and go smell this palette. This smells like marshmallow. The highlighter smells like marshmallows. So sadly, this palette is limited edition. I don't know if they're making it anymore. I don't know if it's still out. But this was like $45, I think. But this is an eye and face palette. So let's call it eye and cheek palette actually. But this is a blush right here. This is the only matte shade in the entire palette. And then this is the highlighter shade. It's a white highlighter with pink undertones, or it's like duochrome or something like that. I don't remember all the magic words to describe this, but this is a gorgeous palette. I have had this for almost a year now, and I have to say I haven't played with it a whole lot just because it's really special to me. But I mean, there are certain shades you can see that I've dug in. I've played with every single color. I have not been disappointed in any of the colors except for Pixie. Pixie was not as pigmented as I was expecting it, but I do really love this palette. The next love that I have, I don't know if this is self-promotion, I know it is my lip scrubs. I just made this lip scrub 2 weeks ago, and I have to say I have already gone through 2 jars myself. This is my favorite flavor that I've ever made. This is a buttered popcorn. This is a lip scrub, but you can also use it on your body, like on your face if you want. It was so surprising to make this scent and this flavor, because it smells like buttered popcorn and it tastes like buttered popcorn. Like, literally, it is salty. Just like, oh my god. Just like buttered popcorn. It literally tastes like popcorn. It's salty. It's like you get a little bit of sweetness from the sugar, but it mainly is just salty, and you get the richness and creaminess that you get from butter. But this, you can get 1 lip scrub from $5 on my shop, or you can buy 2 for $8. Again, all my products are vegan and cruelty free. I love making lip scrubs, and this was definitely my favorite one to create because it was actually so surprising. I do have another favorite, but it's sold out and I haven't made any more. It's birthday cake. But the buttered popcorn is definitely a winner for me. So I will leave a link to my shop if you want to go check that out. Sorry for the self-promotion. but it's not because I want to, like, it's just because it was so exciting to me. It was definitely one of my favorites for 2017. Something totally surprising for me. Okay, next favorite that I have is skincare. And I'm going to say this terribly wrong, so I'm very sorry, but this is the Mario Badescu Enzyme Cleansing Gel. I have struggled with acne since coming out of the womb, literally gave birth, and probably the baby doctor was like, wow, why is your baby pizza face? But I have had acne for the longest time. I have had cystic acne for the longest time, and my face has always been red, really struggled with scarring, and I finally started getting on like upping my skincare routine actually like 6 months ago. No, not even that, like 4 months ago. I picked this up. I don't remember the price on this actually, but I really like this because I don't really have sensitive skin, but I do have skin, like there are certain products that like just dries my skin out like crazy or makes my skin too oily. I definitely have oily skin. I love this because it made my skin feel clean, but it made my skin feel hydrated. And I would wash my face with this and literally all of the redness in my face would go away. Like, I don't know what magic powers this has, but like all of the redness in my face would go away. My scarring wouldn't be as like out there just because like it didn't have the redness to contrast to. It has lasted me, I really thought only one bottle would last me like a month, but I'm now, yeah, 4 months, this is what this is on, and I have this much left, and I have been using it twice a day, every day. I am very happy with this. I will be buying this again. I would highly recommend this if you struggle with oily skin, if you struggle with acne, highly recommend. Next product is also a skincare product, and this is called jsut, and it looks like this, and this is $4.99 at Walmart. I have cystic acne all over my body, and I've also tried the Mario Badescu drying cream, but that's $18, and this was $4.99, and I saw this, and I was like, I want to try this, and literally this will clear up anything overnight. Like, I'm talking about even if you have Mount Vesuvius on your face, you will see that reduced to like nothing overnight. It is extremely drying, and I just want to put a little warning out there that if you're allergic to everything like I am, you might have problems with this. I recently discovered that I have a latex allergy, and kind of to the extreme that I have a latex allergy. And at the same time, I also discovered that I was allergic to benzoyl peroxide, and this has 10% benzoyl peroxide. Now, I can use this for a couple days and not have any problems, but if I use it for like 4 days in a row, I break out in a rash. So I kind of have to decide like moments of like how desperate I am. Like, okay, am I desperate enough? Like, do I really need this? Not because of the price, but just because of my allergic reaction. But I would highly recommend this, even if you just have like whiteheads or like blackheads. It definitely helped with the blackheads on my nose. I love this. Everybody in my family now owns a tube. It's amazing. $4.99 from Walmart. Get yourself some. Next is a brush, and this is the best brush that was ever made for highlighting. This is the e.l.f. highlighting brush. You can buy this for $3 and go do it right now. I don't care what you're doing. Pause this video and go buy it. This is just like the best highlighting brush I have ever used in my entire life. Sorry, gotta readjust, foot's asleep. But it's $3 and it has lasted way better than any of my Morphe brushes. It's lasted through all the washings. It does really well packing on highlighting. And even if like I'm like, oh my god, I don't have time to put on makeup, I can just like sit here and dust excess on from my other day's application, and I have a little bit of a sheen, but it does really well. I love this brush. It's very soft. It's easy to blend out. It packs on pigments really well. I have never had a problem with this brush. It does really well with both liquid and liquid and powder highlighters. But I've also used this to set my under eye area and to contour with. So that's like 3 uses in one. Amazing. I would really highly recommend this, and yeah, way better than any of the Morphe brushes I've ever used. My next favorite is from Makeup Revolution. I feel like Makeup Revolution, they've gotten such a bad rap. Okay, there was a little bit of drama in 2017 with Kat Von D and Makeup Revolution. Basically, Kat Von D called out Makeup Revolution for making a copycat of her palette, where basically they made her contour palette, or I think it was her eye contour palette, I don't remember, but they made her palette, but they made it in their version. Like, it just looked like theirs. Like, the alignment of her palette and their palette were like similar. Makeup Revolution is a brand that is kind of famous for making affordable dupes for products. Like, they've done Too Faced, they've done Tarte, they've done a whole bunch of companies. And this was the first eyeshadow palette that I got from them. This is the, what is this? This is the Affirmation eyeshadow palette. This is 32 colors, and I bought this for $15. My biggest complaint about this is that the palettes are so easy to break. I have tape on them because, like, I can't fix the palette, so I just have to tape it together so it'll stay together. But if you look, like, these colors are gorgeous is what I'm trying to say. I use the top row in replacement of my Naked 3 palette for those who are looking for affordable options for makeup. But I would highly recommend checking them out. Ulta always has sales on them. I got a buy two get one free from them with eyeshadow palettes. I've gotten buy one get one free. That's actually how I got involved with them. I bought this palette and I got their Mermaids Forever palette for free. They have heart-shaped highlighters like Too Faced does. So if you're somebody who likes the cute packaging and likes what other brands have but can't afford it, I would recommend Makeup Revolution. They've never disappointed me before. But I really do love this palette. This is my go-to palette for everyday looks. It's way easier for me to handle than, like, I grabbed this palette instead of grabbing my Naked 2 and Naked 3 because I usually mix the two palettes, Naked 2 and Naked 3, together to create one eye look. And this is just easier to grab because I have setting colors, I have transition shades, I have darkened shades, I have highlight shades. I've even used some of the shades on here to actually highlight my face. And then there are that fun, extravagant colors I can use on the pop of my inner corner. I would highly recommend this palette. Like, if you only have $15 and you're like, Elizabeth, I need a palette, but I only have $15, or I have less than $20 to spend on a palette, get your hands on the Makeup Revolution Affirmation palette. The next favorite that I have, again, a little self-promotion, sorry guys, but these are, I love working with these makeup brushes. I use these on my clients, and I always keep a fresh set around in my makeup case just in case, like, I have a client who has any, you know, immune suppressant problems or anything like that. So these are my rose gold makeup brushes, and it's a set of 12, and they're so easy to work with. Like, the blending brushes are so soft, but they still pack on pigment really well. And I have had nothing but positive reviews from everybody who has bought these off of my shop. I really like these because they're travel size, but not travel size in the sense of like other companies. Like, I mean, there are makeup brushes out there that are big, like that one that I just showed you from e.l.f. Like, this is kind of big in my hand. I have very small hands. This fits nice and comfortably in my hand. It's considered travel size, but I have small hands, and this just fits really nice and comfortably in my hand. There's a whole assortment of brushes in here. I usually sell these for $18, which isn't bad considering how many brushes you get in a variety. I would highly recommend them if, I would highly recommend them just because how nice they are, because I hate Morphe. That's not why I recommend them, but like, I have used these and I've cleaned these brushes and I've never had any problem with them. And sorry about the plastic bagging, but again, I keep them in my, you know, makeup case from immune suppressants, people who have suppressed immune systems. But like Morphe, I have cleaned this brush once, and I know how to clean brushes because I am a makeup artist. Like, I was taught that. And literally this brush has like, it's become like, what is that word? The bristles that have like out, like it's not staying with me. And my brushes, they always stain. I have many brushes from Morphe and I have not had one solid good experience from one. I had another one where all the bristles inside literally choked back into the ferrule of the brush, which is this metal part right here, and I couldn't use the brush anymore because all the bristles were inside the ferrule. I've had bristles fall out of Morphe brushes, and these are brushes, it's not like I got them off of eBay or anything. These are brushes that I've gotten from the Morphe Me subscription. I hate Morphe brushes, and I feel like some of them are actually kind of, they hurt and they're hard on my eyes, and I have never had any problem with that with these rose gold brushes. Another Morphe brush, I used it once and like I used it for liquid foundation, which is what you're supposed to use this for, and literally what the heck, guys? Why is it like this? And literally I try and use it now. I've tried to clean this several times, and it does get off some of the foundation and stuff, but it doesn't get it all the way off. Like I literally have to work this for like half an hour just to clean this one brush, and then it starts getting really heavy. This brush is very heavy and tiring to use on my wrist. It's just, it leaves my foundation looking very streaky, and this is the Morphe M444, and the other brush that I was talking about was the M518. I have not had a good experience with any Morphe brush. I would not recommend buying a Morphe brush. Don't fall for the other YouTubers who are like, Morphe's great. The brushes do not hold up. They do not hold up whatsoever. Let's see. I have some more hates. The Milani Rose Blush. The Milani Rose Blush. This is in shade Romantic Rose. I got this because I heard such great things about this. Everyone's like, this is so pigmented, this is so buttery, and literally like, there's no pigment to this whatsoever. I have to like pound on like 12 minutes of freaking dusting just to get any pigment off of this blush. And basically I think the main purpose of this packaging was just to like it was just the packaging. The packaging was the highlight of this blush, and literally nothing is coming off. This was the biggest waste of money ever. This was a $7 blush. I love e.l.f. and I love Wet n Wild blushes, and I've never had a problem like this. Like, it was just such a waste of time, waste of money. Don't live for the hype for this. Don't get it. It sucks. It sucks. The next product that I hate is from Tarte. There's actually a lot of Tarte in my hates, which is weird because I love Tarte. They're my favorite luxury makeup brand, but I was disappointed in some products from Tarte. So this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. Now, when I first, let me clean off the inside so some of you guys don't get upset, but when I first opened this palette up, when I first got this in my BoxyCharm, I was like, wow, what a nice palette. This is a nice palette for people who don't like wearing makeup or aren't as, what is that word? They aren't as like adventurous in makeup. They just need a palette to get them through for everyday looks and maybe something like a little nighttime smoky eye. That's what I thought when I initially opened up this palette. No, this palette would be great for this, but like the colors, they aren't pigmented. They gave my eyes this weird, like my eyes burned when applying this palette, but the pigments don't apply to my skin. I am so sorry. The pigments don't apply to my skin like they are shown here. Like this shade right here looks green. This is a dark brown on my eyes. And then it didn't blend. Plus it doesn't smell, and smelling Tarte products is like half of the bonus. Like they have that perfume out. I love that. But this is not worth it. Do not fall for their tricks. This did not apply easy. It did not blend easy, and the pigments look totally different on my skin tone than they actually do in the palette. The next palette that I got, well, this is really dirty, but the Tarte Sweet Peach Glow Palette. Girl, the whole Too Faced Sweet Peach thing was so disappointing. The eyeshadow palette was disappointing, and this was disappointing. I mean, the blush is nice. The contour doesn't really have any color to it whatsoever. Like, that's so light. And then don't even get me started on the highlighter. Like, I'm like literally like digging my finger in here. Look, and there's so much fallout. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a bunch of powder falling off my finger. And then like, there's like no glow to that. That just looks like a blush. Like that, literally, where's the shine? Where is the light? Why do my fingernails look so dirty? But there is no reflectiveness to that pigment whatsoever. That is why Too Faced is over. Because their whole Sweet Peach palette thing was a lie, and I feel so deceived. And then we have a whole bunch of like like mascaras and eyeliners. So the next thing, sorry guys, I need to wiggle my butt back on my chair. The next thing is the Tarte Rainforest the Sea foundation. I do like this foundation. I love the packaging, which is mainly why I kept it. Plus I do love Tarte, but I feel like that foundation was a bit of a hype. I had a Sephora employee tell me that it was going to be full coverage, and it was not. It was very light coverage. And it was very greasy feeling. It was very oiling, and I even have a video of me wearing it on all day, and my face literally ate the foundation within like 2 or 3 hours. It did not stay on well, even with my favorite primer. Yeah, there was nothing good that I experienced about that foundation. Yeah, except, yeah, no, nothing good about that foundation. Next is the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I hate this primer with a passion. It literally leaves my skin feeling like I have oil on it. Like, I do have oily skin, but it feels like an oil slick. Like, I physically have chunks of silicone laying around on my skin. It makes my foundation slide off my face, and it makes me look greasy. I would not say that this is dupe approved for the Smashbox Pore Primer is what I think that's what this is called. Even though this is an affordable option, I feel like there are better pore drugstore primers out there on the market. This was just, it did not live up to the hype for me. This was overhyped, in all honesty. Next product that I have is the MAC Eyebrow Pencil. Now, let me tell you, I love this eyebrow pencil. I love this eyebrow pencil. This eyebrow pencil is so nice. My eyebrows are atrocious. I do love this eyebrow pencil. But girl, I'm so mad. I'm mad because this is $18 and literally there was that much pencil in there. Like, I'm out. I've had this for 2 months and I used it for every day. Not every day, but like once a week. Whenever I went out to Walmart to go grocery shopping, the only time I leave the house, that was the one time that I would use it. And I'm already out. Like, there's no more. I twisted up and there's no more. And I'm like, $18 for that? Are you crazy, Mac? Are you crazy? Like, no. And that made me really mad. And that is why that is on the hates, because I'm mad at Mac because it's $18 and I thoroughly enjoyed that pencil. I got my hopes up for nothing. Like, I'm not going to go spend $18 on this little bit of pencil again. What are you guys thinking? And then the rest that we have in the hates is nothing but mascaras. The first mascara is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I got this last month or the month before in an Ipsy bag, and I have noticed a pattern with Tarte mascaras. Just as the Tarteest mascara. These two mascaras, they apply decent. Both are clumpy. Both of these are very clumpy, and the formula is very clumpy to the applicator. Like, I can pull this out, and do you see that extra, like what is all this action going on right here? What is all that going on? So they're messy mascaras. They apply decent. They do give my lashes some volume, some length, but not a whole lot of either. But then, like, an hour later, my lashes look like I have no mascara on. The mascara has crumpled off. My lashes have no volume. My lashes have no length. It's like the mascara disappears. It's like my eyelashes are eating the mascara, which I have never had a problem with my eyelashes ever doing that with any other mascara. So I think these formulas might be very similar. Yeah, but neither of them last very long. Plus the Tarteist mascara wears off. I keep having to wipe underneath my eyes. I do not have watery eyes, but I keep having to wipe underneath my eyes because the mascara is bleeding. Like, what? If I'm gonna pay freaking $23 for a freaking mascara, it better sit there. It better keep, like, be a push-up bra for my eyelashes and not do anything all day. Its job is just sit there on my eyelashes and not do anything all day. And those mascaras did not come through with that. The next mascara that I did not like was the Sephora Lash Craft mascara. Originally, I did really like this mascara, but that was for about, like, a week. The next week later, it, like, changed. I don't know. And then I got a new one, and I don't know. Again, with this mascara is very clumpy. It is so messy to use. I don't know if you guys can see, but, like, do you see how clumpy it is? Like, what is that? That, like, I keep my stuff clean, and that just came from me pulling it out of the tube. The dry time on this is insane. This takes so long to dry. I can sit there and, like, blink my eyes and I get, like, little dots of mascara all up here. It's very clumpy and it doesn't do much for my eyelashes either. So to Sephora for creating that mascara. And then the last but not least, I kind of rolled my eyes because I'm like, Elizabeth, what are you doing? This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now, I do gravitate towards this mascara. I do tend to reach for this mascara often. I thoroughly enjoy the formula and the brush. But I do feel like this is like my second tube of this. I feel like the formula in the bottle, like in this actual tube itself, dries way too fast. Like I feel like I should be able to get, like I just got this last month and I feel like a mascara, like the life expectancy on a mascara can be 6 to 9 months. So I should not be struggling to get mascara out of a tube that I'm not using every day on the second month. Like there is more mascara in this bottle, but it's like dried up and I have no idea why, because again, like I know how to take care of my makeup and I just find that the formula in this kind of like in the actual bottle has dried way too fast. And then I'm not someone that sits there and like does that with mascara. Like I know that's bad for the mascara and makes it everything dry out really fast, but the tube itself, the mascara in the tube just dries out way too fast for me to keep spending $12, but I probably will because I do like how it applies to my eyelashes. So that is everything that I have for my 2017 makeup favorites and makeup hates. What did you guys hate this year? What did you guys love this year? Did you hate something that I loved, or did you love something I hated? I love hearing from you all, and I will see you in my next video.